North Music Department. My name is George Traeger. I'm one of the band directors here. Ms. Olson is on the side over here, waiting to conduct the next two pieces. We are very excited this evening to present with you 4 works that your children have prepared. This week has been pretty fun and very eventful for them. In case you didn't hear, this afternoon, or actually for them this morning, the Hershey Park judges came to Crossroads. The kids performed, very successful, very intense, and just pretty cool. The judges raved about your students' professionalism, how well they behave on stage, even though that's not happening right now. I can hear it, right? You can hear all that? Yeah. The professionalism, how well they performed on stage, their attention to detail, and just how focused they were in playing together as a unit. So I'm very proud of how they played today, and I thank you for that. A bit more gushy thank yous as we go along, but let's get to the music. First off, we have a piece called March the Dry Gulch, right out of our method book, written by Jim Angbertson. That's not right. Angbertson. Is it Angbertson? Angbertson. Angbertson. I always add extra R's. By Jim Angbertson. Hope you enjoy. Percussion is almost done shifting around. The next piece we're playing is a piece called Adrenaline Engine by the composer Randall Standridge. Randall Standridge is famous for, it's a composer from Arkansas. He plays lots of high-tempo pieces, lots and lots of heavy percussion parts. In case you haven't noticed, we have about 40 percussionists in the back. This piece is something that's good for them, absolutely. And just something that's high energy, just like the name. This is called Adrenaline Engine.
Affirmation. So your children got a workshop with William Owens, and he was an educator before he became a composer. So he really was hands-on in developing affirmation. While he was there, now I'm taking you to the third piece, Danza de Espana was written by Carol Britton Chambers, also from Texas, a friend of William Owens. He called her on the phone while they were in their clinic, and they played Danza for her by phone and had like a phone clinic with her. It was a really rare moment. They're the only group that got that because no other group in our school was playing a piece by Carol Britton Chambers. So your children have been very lucky this year as far as clinicians, and we appreciate all the resources our school gives us to be able to bring in clinicians. So with that, we're going to go to our third piece, which is Danza de Espana. our last piece is called Affirmation by William Owens. And as soon as we get the percussion switch, we'll start it.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. I know the parking situation is a little weird with these two concerts back to back, but these guys have been awesome. We've gotten, usually we only get to go to a concert or two that we are supervising ourselves, but today we got to sit in the auditorium and listen to them and have our own little private concert, and it really was mind-blowing what these kids are able to do, and you know, I know that takes a lot of time and dedication from you as parents, but also to them, and their teachers, Miss Olson and Mr. Heffentrager. Just for the record, Mr. Heffentrager was in a bow tie about 10 o'clock this morning, so that's his evening wear. But thank you for